Just waiting on people to join. Just waiting on people to join. Hopefully, you guys can see and hear me as I am in a hotel and I don't know how the Wi Fi is going to be. Hey, Roxy, please let me know if you can hear me and see me. I guess I should have made that obvious too. I definitely want to make sure everybody be able to see me and hear me. Thank you so much because I was so nervous, but I didn't want to reschedule the live because everyone that was on my live last week, I did say I'll see you guys next Wednesday. So, Rexy, I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come on. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So while I'm waiting on some people to come on, I am going to go ahead and grab my drink. Let me see. So tonight I have Stella Rosa Moscato. I am going to go ahead and pour my drink. Yeah, I was testing. I'm sure y'all heard that. Wasn't expecting it, but I was testing and making sure I could open this before I got on. But I was not expecting that pop, y'all. That is funny. So as you guys can see by the title, this is going to be a live Q&A. I get asked like a lot of questions in my regular day-to-day. Hey, Sammy. So I figured, since last week I did the live with the icebreaker, I like to call it, the Convo and Chill. I wanted to do a Q&A for those of you who want to get to know a bit more about me and who is the woman behind the camera. I'm pretty open, so if you have like any questions that you want to ask, feel free. Bring the questions, I'll bring the answers. Hey, Nia. Hey, Nurse B. Hey, Alicia. You love Stella Rosa? Okay, so I've tried it before, but not really drank it like that. I had one last week and it was pretty good. So I'm gonna see what this Moscato is like. But that's good to know. Did any of you ladies bring any drinks with you tonight? If so, what are you guys sipping on? Hey, Sashay. And by the way, happy hump day. That's why I chose Wednesday, y'all. I was like, Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week for, some of us that do Monday through Friday. How's everybody midweek going so far? It's time to wind down. So I'll be sipping on this. Smells pretty good. Hey, Makita. Black Lux and golden flavor. Okay. Is that Black Lux and golden? Is that the one that's in like the matte black bottle? Because I've seen that a few times. And just a heads up, guys, for those who just came in, I do not know how good this Wi-Fi is going to work as I'm out of town in a hotel right now. So just a heads up on that. So if you guys are experiencing any issues versus, whether it's seeing me or hearing me, please let me know and I'll try and fix it. But for those of you who's just coming in, just pour my wine. It scared the mess out of me. I was not expecting it to pop, and it did. So that was a nice little scare, but we are doing a live Q&A. So for those of you, I know There's a few people here that are not subscribed or may be very new. So if you guys want to send me some questions, I'm here to answer them. For those of you who do not know, of course, my channel name is Life of Shaylaa. I'm Shaylaa. It is not my birth given name, but it is the name that I have gone by my whole life. Okay, Alicia, I've seen that one before. I'm going to have to try it. And then Murder. I was in a live with you. I want to say earlier, is your name Aurora? Because I don't want to call you Murder. And thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate it. I was like, let me throw some lashes on and some lip, do myself up a little bit this week. It's not something that I do often at all. Hey, Shay. Thank you for joining. Lip colors, everything. Thank you. To be honest with you, it's lip liner. I literally did like a dark brown lip liner and a burgundy lip liner and threw some gloss on. That's usually all I ever do with my lips. I don't really wear like a lipstick or colored gloss or anything like that. It's usually some liner and some gloss to give me a little spice. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to answer them. Or if I don't get any questions, I'll tell you guys a little about myself. So we will see. Thank you, Talisha. I appreciate it. I literally I made sure before I came to, grab me some essentials. I was like, baby, I'm going to throw the lashes on, do a little lip this week. Make sure I grab that stuff. Hey, Melinda, I remember seeing you in a live earlier as well. And you was like, no, it's Melinda, so definitely don't want to call you June. You can't go wrong with dark lip liner. Not at all. It usually always works for me, especially because my lips are like spotted with dark marks, so it really just blends it in. It don't look crazy. Now, if I wore something like a light lip, then I would probably look a little crazy. Yeah, we ain't trying to do all that. All right, so I haven't seen any questions really come through. So I'm going to just tell you guys, thanks for remembering. No problem. That's one good thing about me. I have a good memory. There's a fact. I have a good memory. It's the craziest thing ever, and it can be a curse sometimes. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little about me. So since no questions have rolled through, I already told you guys my name is Shaylaa. I started YouTube after watching so many different channels. Alicia, what state are you from? I am from Nevada, born and raised in Las Vegas. Let's see, how do you balance being a mom and wife? Ooh, child. Hey, pretty. So, Alicia, I hope you heard that. I'm from Nevada, born and raised in Las Vegas, where I still reside. Shay asked me, how do I balance being a mom and a wife? Honestly, it sounds cliche, but it's really easy for me. Luckily, because I have, such an awesome husband, it's really not hard. It's not hard for me because he helps with a lot. There's times where he don't even let us clean a dish. He like, you cooked, I clean. There's times where if I don't feel like doing something, he's doing it. So, it's really easy. We have our time. Our kids are now 9 and 14. So to your question, Talisha, yes, I do have children. I have two. Our kids are now 9 and 14. My daughter is the 14-year-old and my son is 9 years old. So because they're a little older, it's so much easier for us to get time to ourselves. My daughter's at the age where she sits in her room all day. And then my son, who's a gamer, will sit in his room all day if you let him. So it's really easy balancing the two. They know, when we're doing our own thing, they don't really care as long as we're not bothering them. But luckily, everything we do is pretty much as a family. So the balance between mom and wife is very, very easy. Like there's like no major stressors for me. Usually when anything goes on, me and my husband, if we don't agree, we just kind of like take it away from the kids and handle that later until we come to an agreement. But yeah, I looked up on that one. All right, so Talisha answered your question. Hey, Goldie. I don't know if you want me to call you Shamar here, but hey, girl. All right, Makita says she love a dark brown lip liner too. Oh, dark lips, yeah, girl, it's a struggle. Yes, to supportive husbands. Couldn't do it without mine. We have 3 boys. Yes, man, like I be feeling sometimes for some single mothers. Well, not sometimes, but I really feel for single mothers out here because I never had to experience that. I've always had my husband with me even before, we had kids. So I just couldn't even imagine. Like, of course, I would make do if it were my life. But, after having that for so long, I couldn't even imagine. Must be nice, Life allow my kids come to me every 2.5 seconds. Dang, Talisha. Do you have younger babies? I'm going to assume that your babies might be younger and that may be why. My kids, they come. See, they fix their own food and stuff like that every so often, especially my son. He might ask us to fix him food, if we didn't cook or whatever. But they pretty much do all of that themselves. My son, he'll come to you every hour if you let him because he want a new video game or some, what is it called? I don't even know. That Fortnite money. Whew, child. That keeps him coming to us. And my daughter, same thing. When she pops up, it's like, girl, what do you want? 9 and 14 are great ages. Makita, girl, look, if you would have been talking to me 9 years ago when I had my son, I had postpartum, having kids 5 years apart. I was so sad that my daughter was going to kindergarten and using the microwave, and I had to start all over with the newborn. But now when I think about it, yes, it's definitely a great age because my son will only be in 8th grade when my daughter is finishing high school. So by the time his high school stuff starts, she'll already be either off to college or doing, her own thing. And now we can focus on him in high school and spending all that money that is required. That's key, family. I love it. Thanks, Shay. It definitely is, girl. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Even outside of my husband, I have a good support system. A good support system. And that is definitely key. Me too. I'm thankful for my husband because he is truly a blessing, but not having someone to help, I can't even think about it. Me either. Like, honestly, I went to the hospital with 2 of my friends when they were having their kids. And that's because, and at that time, I only had 1 child, but I could not imagine having to be in the hospital having a baby and, pretty much being alone. So I was there. Like, I stayed the night and everything. I'm real big on stuff like that. Like, I couldn't imagine. So, girl, I try not to even think about it. I'm going to keep it real with you. Girl, that's my daughter with Robux. Money, laugh out loud, but they don't bother me. Girl, my son, he try to be slick with it, and he don't even have a price before he come to us. I'm like, when you gonna learn how to price before you come asking for stuff? Like, come on now. V-Bucks. Okay, so that's what I thought it was called, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing. That's what I thought it was called. But you know what? His birthday just passed, and he got I think it was like $100 worth of V-Bucks from my sister. So hopefully that keep him from asking for a while. I love the gap. My boys are 10, 5, and 2. Okay, yeah, you got some nice gaps in there too. See, it's like now that I'm older, I'm like, dang, why didn't I have them back to back? Because I started thinking the other day, I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have an 18-year-old. So my daughter will actually graduate high school at 17 because her birthday is in August. So I'm like, I'm gonna have an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old. At least like she'll be 16 and she'll be able to possibly drive him places, if she's not busy and stuff like that. So I'm like, if she goes off to college or, whatever she decides to do, if she don't go to college, then, she's staying with us until she get her life together, as long as she's still on her P's and Q's. But I'm like, it's kind of like starting over again. Like, dang, it makes me a little sad. I was just talking about that to them the other day. They can take care of each other. They do. Like my daughter from like since he was born, she loved that little boy. Try and take him baths. Even now to this day, she makes sure that he's straight, make sure he's fed. She be trying to tell him like, get in the bath, little boy. And I'm like, girl, like he got a whole mama and I'm right here. Chill out. So they definitely do that. I agree. I pray for single mamas all the time. It's not easy. Right. I just be feeling like, I mean, kudos to the ones that be on it, right? Kudos. But it doesn't even matter, even if you have your stuff together, you always need help, especially for the ones who don't have much family. Like, baby, it's a struggle. Like, even with me and my husband, you know what I'm saying? Even with it being two of us and us having the shared responsibility, it's like sometimes we be like, bruh, what do we get ourselves into? Shay, your daughter's 6 and your son's 8. Okay, okay. Look at that face. See, if I was thinking back then, I probably would have. But, take what I got. Take what I got. Take that 5-year gap. Your daughter's an only child. Dang, Nia, do you plan on having any more? I used to think I would have no kids. And then when I had my daughter, after like 3 years, I thought she was going to be the only child. Alicia, better than me. Mines are 16, 2, and 1. Oh, Alicia. We started completely over, but I thank God for my babies. Wouldn't change it. I know that's right, but girl, that gap, like now to this day, when my daughter been 14, my son 9, me and my husband look at each other like, no, not happening. No more kids. Like, I'm glad we both have that agreement. Yeah, you're a single mother. Oh, kudos to you, Nia. I hope all is well with you. It definitely takes a village. Okay. When I tell you, like, we definitely have a strong support system. When we need something or, we got to go out of town, either he calling someone or I'm calling someone, look, we going to work it out. But thankfully, we always have somebody there in our corner. Roxy, haha, my son do the same thing to my 5-month-old. He's always like, Mama, he needs to be changed, fed. I'm like, boy, I know what he needs. You are not my husband. Laugh out loud. I know that's right. Like, let me take care of my baby. You don't even need to be worrying about babies. Let me handle this. Nope, I got fixed. She's 19 now. Oh, dang. And she grown. Uh-oh. I want to get fixed so bad, but then not really. Just because I know it's a lot of extras that come with it. But baby, when I tell you I do not want any more kids. I do see the number has grown a little bit. So for those of you who did not catch what we were talking about before you came in, I'm just doing a live Q&A, as you can probably tell by the title. So if you guys have any questions for me, whether it be about life, about my YouTube channel, I'm not like a YouTube pro or anything, but if you got some questions, I can answer some for you or at least try. My focus on my channel is mainly like sister logs, weight loss, and I do keto for the weight loss. And then, I try and throw in little fashion like videos here and there, clothing hauls. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. I know before the questions did start popping in, I was kind of telling everyone why I had started my YouTube channel. So as per a lot of us, I'm sure, I used to just watch people on YouTube, and I used to watch a lot of people weight loss journeys and then some family channels. But when I was watching weight loss journeys, I was seeing that people was like posting, but you wasn't seeing. Like they was posting results and you wasn't seeing. And it's like, dang, that number is falling, but you look the same. And then I started noticing Photoshop pictures or people who had surgery and was like not disclosing it. Not saying you have to, but you can't make people think that you did all this off of a diet. And it didn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what encouraged me, because I had lost 85 pounds. And, I was like, I got a real body. Like, it's still a lot of fat on this body. Like, even though I lost 85 pounds and the number on the scale is like crazy low for me, it's like, it's still a real body. I don't have a flat stomach, nowhere near a flat stomach. And, sometimes I feel like I don't even look like the number on the scale. So that definitely encouraged me to start to be able to help someone who may have been struggling like I was when I first started my process. Roxy asks, how long have I been married? I've been married, it'll be 9 years next month. And me and my husband have been together for 17 years next month. Hey, Walker fam. Thank you for joining my live. I'm on a weight loss journey too. It's very hard. Yes, Talisha, it is. Oh, Alicia, I just seen your comment. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, we literally been together since high school. And sometimes I have to sit back and think like, dang, we really did that. So Talisha says she's on a weight loss journey too. It's very hard. It is really hard. Like, when I tell you I tried 5,001 times, like, it was just so crazy. And this last time, I really started realizing that it's a mental game. So once I was able to get my mental in check and realize that I'm really doing this for myself, it became easy. So honestly, Talisha, there may be something that you have to check within yourself to see what can be holding you back. Because even right now, like, I'm drinking wine. This is not very keto friendly. I fall off the wagon a lot, especially lately, because my mental have not been in check like it was before when I first started. So that may be something that you may want to do, because that's what it took for me in order to really stay focused. Alicia say, that's why I popped up pregnant again after so long. I lost a lot of weight and boom. So be careful, love out loud. Girl. Look, I'm kind of mad I even read that. I don't need that type of energy. Luckily, though, I still have an IUD, and it has not failed me now. I'll be getting that thing changed next year because it is like good for 10 years. So hopefully that IUD, keeps working its magic. Wow, that's a long time together. Roxy, it really is. Why y'all wait so long to wed? Honestly, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When we got married, it was the day of our anniversary, and we woke up that morning and I had just told him, like, let's get married today. And it was like, he had went to work and everything. It was like the craziest thing. And I was so mad at him when I woke up. So it was just so crazy. But honestly, I think we waited so long because we were babies when we got together. Like, I was literally 16 years old. He was 15 years old. We were babies when we got together. We weren't in a rush. Like, I honestly never even wanted to be married. I never wanted to be married. I never saw myself having kids. So, it took some time. It took some time for us to both be like, where are you going? It was so spur of the moment. Like, we got married in my auntie's living room, okay? And then my uncle, my other auntie's husband, is the one who married us. So it was like one of them things. If we don't do it now, then it's probably never going to happen. We actually had started planning a wedding, but I ended up pregnant with my son. And I was like, yeah, no, I was just over it. I was like, just forget it. I've been on a weight loss journey since April. Oh, that's what's up, Nia. How are you doing? How are you doing? I would love to hear about that. Keto is what you did too. Okay, Alicia, that's what's up, because a lot of people be like tripping on keto. Like, I be telling people straight up, keto's not for everybody, but like, you cannot blatantly just say keto don't work when I've seen it work for a lot of people. Like, I've never felt as good as I've ever felt, in all my years that I can remember, like I have on keto. And that's both mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm on Herbalife now, and I'm not enjoying it at all. So Talisha, I tried Herbalife before. That was like one of the things I tried and just like failed at. Don't get me wrong, it was so like good. Like, the little storefront that I went to, they was in there making like Snickers, shakes and stuff like that. I was all for it, but yeah, it didn't help me. It didn't help me at all. So keto is working for you? Yes, Makita. Keto is definitely working for me. I lost 85 pounds on keto. And not even so much about the weight loss, but like mentally and emotionally, it's helped me so much. I used to have like major anxiety, and I would have depressive states, and that like really went away once I went keto. And I'm not saying it went away completely, but it definitely decreased. I agree. I think the mental health thing for me is an emotional eater. Okay, yeah. So I didn't realize that until a few months ago. I used to think like, girl, no, you barely eat. That ain't it. But I notice even now, like sometimes when I get in my little feelings or whatever, or if I do something that, I didn't upset myself, girl, when I tell you I'm going to find something carby, and I don't even know why, because I don't be wanting it, but I'm a self-sabotager and it really sucks. That's why I feel like you really have to have like a clear mental. I had an issue with my IUD. Oh, you did? Which one did you have? I have the Paragard, so it's no hormones in it. It's just wrapped in copper. I never had issues with it. I hear a lot of people have issues with IUD. I'm not one to put like the extra hormones and stuff in my body, and my doctor knew that, so that's why she had introduced me to the Paragard. Hey, pretty Maya, thanks for coming back. Okay, that's what's up, Nia. It's good to hear you doing good. That's the hard part. It's hard to be consistent. Like once you get in the zone, it's easy. Like me, I've been so back and forth. It's like hard for me to jump back on and be consistent. It drives me crazy sometimes. I'm going to give keto a try. Talisha, definitely do. But what I would recommend is do your research. I researched keto for 4 months before I started it because I did not want to jump in and jump out like I've done a lot of other things. So you're not saying you need to do it for 4 months, but make sure you do your own research. That way you can get a clear understanding of what it is. I'm proud of you and happy for you. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Makita. I appreciate that. Pretty Maya, but I don't have no support system or motivation. So that can be very hard, right? And that's the mind frame I used to have all the time. Like, dang, nobody support me, nobody motivate me. And that honestly wasn't the truth. It was just like something that I had in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because my husband has always been very supportive. If nobody else was on my team, he was on my team. Not saying that he's the only one that's supporting me, because he's not. But I just had that mind frame because I was just like a negative Nancy. And so that's what I mean by like when I say keto also changed me emotionally and mentally, because I used to be a negative Nancy. I knew it and I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I would sometimes put it on other people, but most times I would just like self-sabotage, right? But moral of the story is, pretty Maya, is I know it's hard when you feel like you don't have like support or motivation, but it's truly something that you have to do for yourself. You have to want it for yourself. Whether anybody supports you or motivates you, you have to find a way to want that for yourself in order to be successful. I had an issue with my IUD too. Unfortunately, I really wanted it to work. Dang. Yeah, I hear a lot of people have issues with them. I hear a lot of people. Only issue I had is when I first had it, it was a little too low, so they had to raise it up a little more. Which one did you have? I don't want to call you murder. I don't think you ever put in here confirming your name. But which one did you have? I had the 5 years. Okay, Nia, but hormones wasn't the issue. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I know that 5 year one have hormones, but if hormones wasn't the issue, that's crazy. It was probably moving around or something, huh? See, I used to work in a office, like scheduling appointments and stuff like that, and I would see a lot of people having to get ultrasounds for them to find IUD, or like where the IUD will be out of place or stuck or it then fell out. And every time I used to get one of them, I'm like, ooh, glad I didn't have that issue. Yeah, that's it. Try to pound 287, so I feel, or hashtag 287, so I feel, right? That's how it was with me. Like I tried so many times. I'm like, something's gotta give. But like I told you, those 5,001 times I tried, I wasn't mentally ready. I'm here, but listening because I'm editing a video. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's what I need to do. I know I was supposed to do like a mental health video last week, y'all. So at first my camera was broke, and then it just started working again out the blue. And then I just broke my hard drive a few days ago. So that's been getting to me. So I'm trying to get some videos recorded and edited for you guys. I normally drop 2 videos a week. I was trying to even start doing 3, but when the issue happened with my camera, and then once that got fixed, turned around and dropped my hard drive and broke it, I was just done for. I was ready to quit. Like, it's always something. But I brought myself right on up out of that little funk. You see, hold on. It seemed like for me, when people found out I was doing a lifestyle change, they would hate, especially when I work in the office. Then I started losing, and they were all questions and support. So that's super crazy. Like, I don't feel like anybody has like ever like really hated on me or anything like that. But I do get a lot of questions, like so many questions, right? I have people question. But now that I've made a YouTube channel providing, some of this information or showing my journey, I don't know that I really get the support. I don't know if I really get the support, but I'm okay with it because, I'd rather have genuine support than, somebody pretending to be on here supporting me. So, it is what it is, but I know what you mean by that. I think it's Aurora. So, yeah, so I saw that in the last thingy, but I didn't want to, be assuming. I said the same thing on my live. I didn't want to call her that. Right? It's just so, just imagine. Because, a lot of times they can't see the comments when they play it back. You sitting over here, yeah, murder. They're like, what's she talking about? Also, to do a diet, but the snacks literally my problem, and bread. See, I wasn't a big snacker, but I am like a bread, pasta, potato. Give me all the starches and the carbs you can, okay? So that's why I say it's really like a mindset. Like, seriously, once you get your mental in order, then you'll realize that you don't even want that stuff. Like, it's literally a mental game. Yeah, it moved around. I had to get, oh, yeah, see, I hear a lot of that where it move around. So I used to be so nervous about that. So I started getting ultrasounds with this company that I was working for, and I would always on one of their classes they did, I always be like, "Oh, y'all ready to check my IUD?" just to make sure it was in place and stuff like that. So that was the good thing about that, is I actually had someone who can actually check my IUD for me and make sure that thing was still in place. Absolutely, quality over quantity, all day, every day, Makita. I hope I'm saying your name right. It definitely looked like Makita, but also trying to have my daily workout routine. Yeah, see, and I think a lot of people go wrong with that. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, you need to go to the gym. So honestly, Pretty Maya, so losing weight is 80% of what you eat and 20% of working out. Like, there's so many people who have done keto that have never worked out and still dropped a lot of weight just because of their eating habits. I'm a foodie, it's everything, but I really need to get my mental self together to just say no. Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, I'm telling you, I've gone through it. And, I've seen other people who's also wanted to, excuse me, y'all, this wine, but who's also wanted to lose weight. And, I would talk to my husband about it, and I'm like, honestly, like, I'll give people advice and stuff, but I always tell him too, like, they have to be mentally ready. When they're mentally ready, then it'll happen. Did you get keto flu? I hear people talk about it, but I didn't get that at all. And I see clean slate. Hey, also asks about keto flu. So my first go round of keto, I did not get keto flu at all. And I believe I didn't get the keto flu is because I did my research. I did my research. I knew what I needed to avoid it, which is basically restoring your electrolytes: magnesium, sodium, and potassium. 3 electrolytes that need to be restored in order to avoid keto flu. Now, when I recently jumped back into keto this year, I didn't get like full on keto flu, but I did start experiencing some symptoms like more headaches and stuff like that. But I was also being lazy. Like I went from being strict keto to being like lazy keto. So because I was being lazy and it was just kind of like whatever, I didn't really pay it too much mind. Like I would start restoring my electrolytes and then I'd be like, because my mindset was all jacked up. My mentality was a mess. But thankfully, I've never experienced it fully. But for those of you who are on here and not sure what the keto flu is basically like flu-like symptoms, right? You can have body aches, bad headaches, muscle cramps, shaking and stuff. Like you literally can feel like you have the flu, and that's because you are stripping your body of carbs and now restoring your electrolytes. So your body is in shock by getting rid of all those carbs, and you're not restoring those 3 electrolytes daily to prevent that. Makeda, got you. Thank you. See, that's why I always ask. I usually don't say people names unless I'm like really comfortable because I honestly hate when people jack up my kids' names. I'm about to eat a slice of cake right now. Y'all pray for me. Okay, Shay. Girl, I was eating some little like lemon bites earlier today. See, I just had to sip my wine. It's a struggle. And honestly, there's like so many different ways to lose weight. It's not about just like taking away your carbs or being low carb or being keto. It's also a calorie deficit. You can be on keto and not lose weight. You could be on keto and not gain weight because, to me, I believe keto is just a lifestyle. I don't look at it as a diet, and there's different levels to keto. So don't think that like being on keto is only going to make you lose weight. No, you can maintain and you can gain as well as lose. So that's another thing to think about. But losing weight to me, honestly, calorie deficit. If you're in a calorie deficit and you're eating good stuff, then you'll be fine. There's a lot of people who still eat rice and bread, and stuff like that and still lose weight just fine. You just have to honestly find what works for you. Wow, I never heard of keto flu. That's crazy. Girl, it is. I've seen people post about it and I'm like, baby, I'm glad I did not have to experience that. When I started getting the like little headaches, I already knew. So I made sure to prevent it. But I've heard, and sometimes I've heard some people say where it lasts anyways from like 3 days to a week. I don't have time for that. Like I know some people who's tried it and they like gave up because of the keto flu. But as long as you research, educate yourself, then you can find all the ways to prevent that so you don't even have to go down that road. I'm about to tear this cake up. Eat the cake, anime. Girl, I don't blame you. My kids both just had birthdays back to back. You think I didn't have no cake? I don't know if y'all ever heard of nothing but cake, but baby, I used to get custom cakes until I really knew about nothing but cake. And yeah, that's the cake for every occasion. Okay, nothing but cake be hitting. But I do try to steer away. My sister-in-law is actually currently doing keto, and she's already down like 60 pounds. And I just be feeling so bad because when she come over, especially for the 2 birthdays that just passed, and she's not eating anything, I be feeling so bad because I'm looking like, dang, I remember when that was me. Like, nope. And it seemed like once I started keto, everybody wanted to ask me, do you want? I just started telling people I was allergic to stuff. Like, stop asking me. No, can't eat that. I'm allergic. But do anyone else have any more questions for me? Girl, they have the best cakes and cupcakes. Okay, Shay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that know because look, that be a hit. Sometimes we randomly go there and my husband, he be looking for them little buntlets. Perfect size. Perfect size to eat in a few servings. I never had that one, Shay. Never had that one. My the main ones that we get is like the confetti, the lemon one. He's been on carrot lately. We probably had just about all of them. Let me just put it like that. Is anybody else sipping with me tonight? If so, let me know what you're sipping on. For those of you who came in a little later, I'm sipping on Stella Rosa Moscato. Stella Rosa Moscato. And honestly, y'all, after I end this live, I'm gonna go to the pool with the kids for a little bit. I got me like a little cup and put me some tequila, and I have my Jordan Skinny mixers margarita mix. Yeah. So that's why I'm sipping slow on the wine this week, because me and tequila have a date, y'all, after this live is over. But let me know if y'all got any more questions y'all want to ask me. I was waiting on somebody to say I don't look like I have a 14-year-old. That's like the number one thing I get hit with. Or I can come up to my daughter's school and they looking at me crazy. I be having to let them know, like, this is my child. I am her mother. How can I help you? Be having to let them know. She said she's sipping milk, okay? Look, you sipping something. Shay, you're not the one who had the chicken last week, was it? No, I think that was Ashley. I think Ashley said she had the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Look, bring what you need to bring. Let's just wind it down on this Wednesday. Get those midweek vibes. How's everybody's week going so far? I hope it's going good, considering we're now in the middle of the week. I'll be heading back home tomorrow. We came to Utah to do a hiking trip, but my daughter had sprained her ankle. So yeah, me and her stayed in a hotel room today, which wasn't all that bad. I know she really wanted to get out there, but I was absolutely fine staying back with her so I could work that ankle out. Selena said, question, can you meal prep for me? Y'all, Selena's funny. That's the one I was just telling y'all about earlier. My sister-in-law that is now doing keto. Girl, I didn't meal prep for myself. I can definitely help you. We can definitely figure some stuff out. You know, I got a lot of hidden recipes. Wait, it is true though. You look so young. A lot of people tell me I'm super young. I don't feel young. You know, after like 25, you're no longer young, but you know, everybody like, you still young. I don't feel like I'm young. I do feel like I look it, but I don't feel like I'm young. Honestly, it seemed like the more weight I started looking, the younger I became. Not that I ever really looked my age, I want to say. But yeah. Did you record your meal prep? I need to get back on top right now. No, I've never meal prepped. I've never meal prepped for keto. I would get so tired. Wait, hold on. Have I? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever meal prepped for keto. Like after like day 2, I would get so tired of the food and it would just go to waste. So I learned real fast to stop meal prepping. Real fast. But you know, for some people it do work, but not for me. Like I go to the grocery store every day if I need to make sure that I'm not buying excess food and wasting it. I will literally go to the grocery store every day and get what I need. So Alicia, no, I did not record meal prep, but I do have some keto-friendly meals on my channel that I did record. I want to start doing maybe like some desserts, recording that, because I have dibbled and dabbled in some low-carb, keto-friendly desserts as well. Damn, yes, sounds good. I'm going to need your kitchen gadgets. I got you, Selena. Look, we can get to it this weekend. Man, I'm getting old. I'll be 25 next year. Pretty Maya girl. That is not old. That is not old. I'm 33. You see, I was iffy. I'm 33. No, honestly, it's because I have to think about how old I am, because once I hit 30, me and my husband both be struggling. I be having to think about how old he is. We be having to do some calculations. Like, it'd be crazy. I'm like, dang, do you just forget your age after 30? Because we be struggling. Laugh out loud. I'm 30. I'm an old lady. See, Shay, I still got you by 3 years, so I don't feel like you that old either. But that's how a lot of people be doing me. They be like, girl, you are not old. Well, baby, compared to 15, I feel like I'm pretty old. Definitely nowhere near a kid anymore. How's everybody night? Y'all not having a good day? I asked y'all how y'all night was doing. I ain't seen nothing. I got a question for y'all. She said 33 is young. See, look, Roxy, I get it all the time. And we be sitting around like, dang, we old. And it's so crazy because I can remember like when like my aunties and them was my age. I used to think they was like the oldest things ever. Like, bruh, y'all old. Like they were old people to us. So it's just so crazy now, being at that age where I thought they were just like the oldest people ever. I feel like after 30, I forget how old I am now. See, that's me. My after 21, you forgot your age, girl. It'd be a struggle. It'd be a struggle. See, okay, it ain't just me, Makeda, too. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Maya. I said I had a question for y'all. Girl. Oh, y'all. What y'all think about these lashes? That's the question. This is my third time putting lashes on. I have a video on my channel of me attempting to put lashes on the first time. And I struggled today, but I feel like they are a little better than what I've done before. Like, yeah, I be trying to be cute, but I don't know if it's for me. Just coming back from a beach day with these babies, so I'm tired and ready for them to go to sleep. I know that's right. See, we head home tomorrow, and I'm sure the kids are really tired. They came back, and I'm sure the adults took a nap. I know my husband took a nap. So after I get off this live, I don't know if they're at the pool yet, but when I get off this live, I know I'm going to go to the pool. They said they are going to go to the pool later, so that's how we're going to end our night. Okay, thank y'all so much because, baby, let me tell you, I was ready to, like, be done with the lashes. I be trying to, like, practice a little more, putting them on so I can get familiar with it, but who, child? Like, who made this? Roxy, you all dolled up. Look, I tried to be. I was like, okay, baby, this Wednesday we doing a Q&A. I'm putting me some lashes on, do my little lips up. That's about as far as it get. At first, it used to be just like mascara, and I would do my lips. But I've been trying to do this little lash thing, so I was like, let me put these lashes on and do my lips. People say I look like a kid because I don't wear makeup. And a lot of people think I wear makeup because I turn red so easy, but that's just crazy. Not everybody wear makeup. Not everybody needs makeup. So I don't know why people be justifying stuff off of silly reasons like that. But a lot of people always think I have makeup on. I'm like, no, baby, you do not wear makeup. That is like something that even when I get my makeup professionally done, I don't do full faces. I'd be like lashes, eyes, and eyebrows. And sometimes we'll add the lip in there, but I just can't. I just can't. My cousin had did a full face on me a couple months ago, and baby, I did not notice who I was. I was like, it's cute, but who is that? Hey, Alicia. We are doing good. I hope you guys are good as well. Crazy how we live around the corner from each other and never see each other. This quarantine stuff got me feeling like I'm actually going somewhere when I have to get ready for YouTube. Girl, for real. Like, so me and my husband, we don't leave the house, right? Like, barely ever. So he be like looking like, why you got so many dirty clothes? I'm like, bruh, I record videos. Like, I can't come on here with like the same clothes on. Like, that's crazy. So I'll be having all this laundry for the week and haven't even left the house. But you know what? It feels good to still be able to get up and at least put clothes on, even though we're not leaving the house. Because then, you feel like you done did something for the day instead of laying around in pajamas and stuff all day, even though those days are pretty much the best for me. The funny thing, I was on the cruise going to 18 and over comedy club. They asked me, am I sure I'm over 18? Girl, I still get carded for everything. For everything. Okay. It's the craziest thing ever. Like, I promise I could buy this bottle of tequila and I'm well over 21. Like, let me live. Let me live, okay? It's so funny. The banger though is like when people be thinking like my daughter is not my daughter. Like, we're not sisters. I'm her mother. Chill out. I know she's a little taller than me, and but she's mine. I'm definitely the mama. You too, Maya? Girl, it's a struggle in these streets. I'm trying to think of what else I can tell y'all about me since I didn't get too many questions. We talked a lot about keto, so I would tell you that my first go around with keto, I did that for 10 months. Well, I did keto for a year, but my first 80 pounds I lost in 10 months. And so for about a year and I say about a year and a month, I maintained that same weight and then I lost 5 more pounds. So it's easy to maintain, but yeah, so it'll be, if I could get back on the board, my 2-year keto anniversary is actually next month as well. We had came back from a trip from Hawaii 2 years ago, and I saw myself and was like, baby, we got to fix this. But, I'll get back there one day. So there's one thing about me to lose my weight. I did keto. I do have a visual weight loss journey on my channel. If you guys want to check that video out, it was very emotional when I was doing it. And when I tried to watch it, just watching myself transition from 252 pounds to 167, it was just like mind blowing to me, put me in my feelings. Whew. It took me like 3 tries before I was able to like fully watch the video, because sometimes I still feel like I'm the same size I was 85 pounds ago. Most of you guys probably already saw that I am a wife. I am a mother with 2 kids. Someone did ask me where I'm from. So those of you who just barely came in, I am from Las Vegas, born and raised. Clean slate. Thank you so much. Alicia, thank you. Alicia is down 60 pounds now, but haven't tried keto yet. I love my carbs too much. See, Alicia is a perfect example. And I've actually been watching her on her journey with losing weight. She's a perfect example. Did y'all hear her say that she has not tried keto and she loves her carbs? So that is why I'm quick to say keto is not for everybody, and you do not have to cut out carbs in order to lose weight. A lot of people do keto for health reasons, and I know it has a lot of health benefits. So don't think keto is the only way to go, y'all. I need to lose weight to wear all my cute outfits that will show my stomach and get a belly button ring. Okay, girl. So use that as motivation. Use that as motivation. Okay, get you a nice little hanger, hang that outfit up so you can look at it every day. Get you some jewelry for your belly button piercing, and let that be your motivation as to the goal that you want. That tends to work sometimes. I ain't gonna say all the time, but it does work sometimes. Let me see, y'all. I'm trying to think of what else I can answer for you guys. I actually started YouTube in December. So in December, it'll be 1 year for me. When I first started, I wasn't really like consistent or sure where I wanted to go. And when I first started YouTube, not only did I start this channel, but we also had started a family channel. And I wanted this channel strictly like for my weight loss and my sister locks and just like lifestyle kind of stuff. But then on my family channel, me and my husband travel a lot for work. And then we would bring the kids along, or we would travel with the kids. And sometimes we'll bring other kids along with us. So I thought that would be cool to document. Mind you, I said that was in December. Corona came in March and changed the game for us. So on the family channel, we had just started doing like some vlogs and challenges and stuff like that until we can really get back up and traveling again. But yeah, so both pages were actually started same time. So I've been doing both of my pages since December. I do all the editing for both pages. I'm waiting on somebody to learn. Who do I want to collab with? I have, I'm not sure if you mean like, if there's anyone in particular like right now, or if there's like a bigger YouTuber that I would want to collab with, but I've actually done 2 collabs on my main page right now. That was with Helena. And right now I'm actually currently doing some collabs on my family channel, and that is with Azra and the boys, my girl Jasmine, she's super cool. And then also Alley Gang, which is Kimmy. So I'm currently doing collabs, like nothing major, but you know, we trying to get out there, have a little fun. We all three of us that are currently doing collabs, we're all married, so we're trying to do like some little couple stuff to try and get our names out there and to grow both of our channels. Nice. What's your family channel name? I love family channels. So my family channel is The Berries. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat. It's The Berries. I went ahead on and put that in the chat for you, Alicia. Yeah, we definitely trying to grow that. My husband is a little camera shy, but he's starting to get a little more into the camera. He's starting to pick up the camera by himself and do some vlogging. And I'm like, baby, let me find out. But you know, I know he do it to support me. Yeah, YouTuber. So there's like no one in particular that I really want to do like collabs with, but you know, there is like sometimes I might post on one of the Facebook groups and ask if there's people that want to do collabs. I'm actually currently supposed to be doing a jump rope challenge, which is another collab. So like not any like real big name YouTubers. We're mainly doing like collabs to get our names out there and to bring an audience, but I don't have like anyone in particular that I can think that I would want to collab with. I do watch a lot of channels, but I cannot tell you, Pretty Maya, one person in particular that I want to collab with, just because I'd be so busy trying to think of what content I'm gonna get out. It's like if a collab isn't brought to me, or I just think like, oh, this might be a good idea to do with someone else, then I kind of really don't think about it. But on the family channel, we do have some fire collabs. We just did the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge. That's hilarious. And then we have a couple more coming up. But honestly, like most of my collabs will probably be there. I would love to do a collab with a sister lock YouTuber. But the only thing about that is, I mean, I follow some, but they aren't consistent with posting. They kind of already have a following, so it's okay for them to not post for 3 weeks or a month and people will still be there for them. But you know, I'm still pretty new. It doesn't work like that. And because I believe like my subscriber count, it kind of takes away from a lot of people wanting to do collabs. But I would love to do a sister lock collab. I just don't know what I would want it to be. So that's another situation. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate you. Look, we're looking for all love, both channels. I'm just hoping that, you know, I can stay on this journey and keep everyone entertained. But I do appreciate you guys for staying on this with me. I only plan on being on here an hour tonight because the pool closes at 10 and I am in Utah and it is about to be 7 o'clock here. So I definitely want to get a little fun in with the kids and get to a margarita. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next Wednesday and I'll be at home. I'm glad there was no Wi-Fi issues because I was so scared that the Wi-Fi would not hold up because it's been trash. It's been trash since we've been here. But if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, hopefully I was able to entertain you guys tonight. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and I'll be back next Wednesday to talk to you guys. Not sure what it will be about, but You guys will catch me here next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.